Have you ever noticed something strange? Two people can earn the exact same salary. One slowly builds savings, invests, and becomes financially secure. The other constantly wonders why their bank account looks empty a week after payday. Same income, different outcome. And the reason usually has nothing to do with intelligence, luck, or working harder. It comes down to what happens in the first few moments after money arrives. Most people think wealth is built through massive opportunities. A big promotion, a lucky investment, a six-figure business idea, but real wealth is usually built through tiny decisions repeated over and over again. Today, I'm going to show you a simple paycheck routine that can completely change how your money behaves. Not next year, not someday. Starting with your very next paycheck. And make sure you stay until the end, because the final step is the one that turns this entire system into something that practically runs itself. Let's begin. Imagine your paycheck as a group of employees arriving at work. Every dollar has a job. The problem is that most people never assign those jobs. So the dollars wander around aimlessly until they're gone. A few online purchases here, a subscription there, a weekend expense that seemed harmless. Then suddenly, payday feels very far away. The first thing you need to do every time you get paid is identify your non-negotiables. These are the expenses that keep your life functioning. Housing, utilities, basic groceries, transportation, insurance, healthcare. That's it. Not everything that makes life enjoyable. Not everything you've become accustomed to. Just the expenses that keep the lights on and your life moving forward. This is where people accidentally sabotage themselves. Because over time, conveniences start disguising themselves as necessities. A monthly service becomes essential. A premium version becomes required, an upgrade becomes normal, and eventually your spending expands until it consumes almost everything you earn. Here's a challenge. For the next few minutes, be brutally honest with yourself. If someone removed an expense tomorrow, would your life stop functioning? Or would it simply become less comfortable? There's a huge difference, and that difference is where financial freedom begins. Now here's a quick question for you. If you had to estimate right now, what percentage of your income goes toward true necessities? Take a guess before continuing. Most people are surprised when they actually calculate it, because awareness changes everything. Once you've identified your core expenses, the next priority is protecting your financial reputation. That means staying current on debt obligations. This isn't exciting. Nobody posts social media photos celebrating an on-time payment. But financially, it matters more than most people realize. A strong credit profile can save you thousands over your lifetime. Better loan terms, better interest rates, more financial flexibility. Meanwhile, missed payments create consequences that linger far longer than the temporary relief of skipping them. Think of it like maintaining trust. Trust takes time to build, but only moments to damage. The goal here is simple. Never miss required payments. Protect your future options, protect your financial credibility. Then we move to the step that most people delay until life forces them to care about it, creating a financial shock absorber. Because life rarely sends a warning email before something expensive happens. The car problem doesn't schedule itself. The medical expense doesn't ask permission. The appliance doesn't wait until you're financially ready. Unexpected expenses aren't unusual. They're inevitable. That's why every paycheck should contribute something toward a reserve fund, even if the amount feels small, even if it's only a little at first, because consistency matters more than speed. Many people underestimate what happens psychologically when they build this cushion. They think they're saving money. What they're actually building is confidence. Decisions become easier, stress becomes lower, unexpected expenses become inconveniences instead of disasters. And that's a powerful transformation. Now, here's an important point. Your reserve fund is not supposed to impress anyone. It's not supposed to generate exciting returns. Its purpose is reliability. When you need it, it needs to be there. Simple, predictable, available. Once you've built that safety layer, it's time to start rewarding your future self. This is where investing enters the picture. And this is also where many people get stuck. Because investing sounds complicated. There are charts, predictions, experts arguing on television, endless opinions online. So people spend years preparing to invest instead of actually investing. But wealth rarely rewards hesitation. If your employer offers matching contributions through a retirement plan, start there, because opportunities that instantly multiply your contribution don't appear often in life. Ignoring a match is like turning down part of your compensation package. After that, focus on regular investing, not perfect investing, not genius investing, regular investing, month after month, year after year. The biggest advantage most successful investors have isn't secret knowledge, it's time. Time allows growth to accumulate. Time allows consistency to compound. Time allows small contributions to become meaningful assets. And here's a retention challenge for you. Imagine your future self 20 years from now. Would they rather receive an extra dinner out this week or thousands of dollars created by years of consistent investing? Most people know the answer. The challenge is acting on it. Now let's talk about debt reduction, because debt has a unique ability to slow progress. Every payment going toward interest is money that isn't building your future. Some people prefer attacking the highest interest rates first. Others prefer eliminating smaller balances first for motivation. Both approaches can work. The best strategy is the one you'll actually follow, because the perfect plan that gets abandoned is far worse than a good plan that gets completed. Momentum matters. Progress matters. Consistency matters. As debts disappear, something interesting happens. Cash flow starts opening up, and that's where many people make a mistake. They celebrate by increasing their lifestyle. Instead, redirect that newly available money towards savings and investments. This single habit can accelerate your financial growth dramatically. Now we arrive at the most important step of all, the step that quietly determines whether everything we've discussed actually happens. Automation. Because motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel disciplined. Other days you'll feel exhausted. Some days you'll be focused. Other days you'll convince yourself you'll start next month. Automation removes those conversations completely. Your money moves according to the plan, not according to your mood, not according to your stress level, not according to whether you had a good day or a bad one. When your paycheck arrives, the transfers happen automatically. Savings receives its share. Investments receive their share. Financial goals receive their share. No debate, no procrastination, no emotional decision-making, just progress. And that's what separates people who build wealth from people who endlessly think about building wealth. They don't rely on remembering. They don't rely on discipline. They create systems, because systems outperform motivation every single time. So the next time your paycheck arrives, don't see it as spending power. See it as an opportunity, a chance to strengthen your future, a chance to increase your freedom, a chance to make one more decision that your future self will thank you for. The truth is that wealth rarely appears all at once. It grows quietly, one paycheck at a time, one smart decision at a time, one automated transfer at a time. And if you keep repeating that process long enough, you'll eventually look back and realize something incredible. The financial life you once hoped for wasn't created by one giant breakthrough. It was created by a simple routine you chose to follow every time you got paid. If this helped you rethink the way you handle money, subscribe for more videos on personal finance, investing, and building long-term wealth. And before you go, tell me in the comments, what is the very first thing you do when your paycheck hits your account?